Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to Mindful Mondays. So, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that is watching the replay. I'm just silencing my phone because it will surely go off during this live. So, yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody who's watching the replay. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. It has been a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hey, Chloe Talk first, Joshua Gable first. Hey guys. Thank you so much for being here and being first. Love you. Chloe, great. Congratulations this weekend. Great win for you. So happy for you. You get something that you enjoy. Hey, Joshua, I've been missing you. Anyway, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you so much. It's okay. First, second, I'll take it. I'm just happy that you are here, unbiased, busy as a bee. So I'm in the bushes. Listen, no problem. You are one of the people I wanted to talk about tonight. So I'm going to say it real quick since you're here. Girl, that blazer that you created was absolutely amazing. I just finished watching it a little while ago. Girl, like you did your thing. You are truly, truly amazing. And I really, really loved it. The custom prom jacket, that's what it was. And the little sparklies on the collar just set it off. So Queen, you did your thing as usual, as usual. So hey, go ahead on. I know you're busy. Do what you got to do. That time is coming for the kickback. I know you probably got other things going on. So hey, no, I appreciate you. I really do. Hey, Mike, thanks for popping in. Hope you are good. I was looking at your video earlier. Well, it wasn't a video, it was just a post, a community post of the bird. And I put in there, I was wondering what variety of bird that was. Really pretty little bird. Hey, gardening is great. Mwah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, so this weekend, I always talk about how wonderful the weekend, a finch. Exactly, a finch. So pretty. And if I'm not mistaken, finches are small. So nice, nice, nice. This weekend I had the privilege of going to a graduation party. It was a double graduation party. And they play a game with the little clips. You put the clip on. If you said the name of the two people who were graduating, you had to give your clip. Well, I left early and I surrendered my clips that I had to someone who subsequently ended up, from what I heard, working with someone else, and she ended up with 40 something clips. So that was amazing. I'm going to suck on something so my throat does not get dry. So excuse me. And she won a gift card to Starbucks. And I happen to know that Starbucks is someplace that she likes. So just wanted to give her kudos. So again, congratulations on that, Chloe Tuck. Last year I saw a yellow one, never seen before. They are such little birds, but they really are pretty. They have some, I remember when I was younger, we saw one really, really tiny little finch. And it was just really, really cute. I like finches. I'm sure I've seen the ones with the reddish color. Hey, Darthex. What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's everybody's temperature looking like? I always ask as to what the temps looking like. So my high today was 83 and the low will be 64. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. It felt every bit of 80 something degrees today. Yeah, 83 degrees. It is interesting though, because we have not had any temperatures in the 90s yet. And usually we do. Usually by this time, May, we've had temperatures in the 90s. And we've only had one day where our temperatures made it to 90, and it was only 91. But the humidity is definitely here. Definitely here. Matter of fact, the humidity is 100%. So you got 83 degrees with 100% humidity. It's hot. It's hot. Okay, so Mike said 76. Nice. 76 sounds beautiful. 50s. I could take the 50s. Not super cold, not too hot. 85 tomorrow. Yuck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Darthex said there's a towhee bird's nest just outside. Oh, wow. On ground, 3 feet from my kitchen. Nice. I love bird watching. I love it when they have a nest somewhere where you can see and watch that mother take care of those babies and then see them fly off. It's really amazing. So gardening is great, says her temp is 40 tonight. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sunday's gonna be 91. Wow. Hey, Mama Shirley, good to see you. So tell us how you're feeling, and while you're doing that, I want to encourage everybody this evening. If I'm not mistaken, it is this evening. Mama Shirley's going to be on Tampa Creek's channel. Mama Shirley, is it at 9 o'clock tonight? I think it's at 9, but she'll be on her channel tonight with Tampa Creek. So hop on over there and check it out. Too hot, too soon. Yeah, exactly. You know, the temps I notice are going from one extreme to another. And it's really, really odd. Really odd. It messes with the animals. They don't know, dogs and cats don't know whether they should shed or thicken up. The birds are like, okay, it's cold tonight. Let's huddle together. Wait, no, it's hot. Get away, get away. So really, really interesting how the temps are doing. 56 in Cleveland and rainy. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, it's better than snow. I need spring temps to grow lettuce, etc. 90. Exactly. And that's what's happening. So what I'm trying to do to prevent the bolting is I'm learning to garden smarter. And so the positioning of my containers, since I am basically all containers, is putting them under a canopy. So I do have trees, not in my yard, but they still cover part of my yards. And so that's where I'm trying to put certain things that I know would bolt, like the broccoli, the lettuce. So hopefully it'll work. So far, pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Pretty good. Not too bad. So everyone is speaking. Gardening is great. Says, hi, Miss Shirley. Unbiased in the bushes, queen. Yes, she is. And Darthex said, weird weather. Don't want to talk about it. Below normal seasonal temps. Yep. Meanwhile, everyone's getting heat waves. It's crazy. So I was looking at our temps, and like I said, we haven't had any temps in the 90s, which I'm not complaining. It's just odd because by now we've had temps in the 90s. At least the low 90s, 93, 94. But I was looking at the temps for the weekend because I do a lot of major things in the garden on the weekend. And I was a little discouraged because starting Friday, it's going to be 88% chance of thunderstorms. Okay, so Friday after work, can't go in the garden. Saturday, an 80% chance of rain. And Sunday, a 69% chance of rain. So I don't know what I'm going to get accomplished. I have a lot to do out there. The biggest thing is, I have a project plan, Memorial Day, and I'm hoping the weather will cooperate. And you guys will find out what the project is sooner or later in a video. Okay, so Miss Shirley said she's speaking to everybody. Hey, Natural Yard. Love it, love it. She says Saturday in Boston was 86. Wow. And right now, 49. See, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Yes. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Okay, so I mentioned that Miss Shirley would be on Tampa Creek's channel. And yes, Mama Shirley said it is at 9 Eastern Standard Time. So Mike said I'll be turning on AC Friday. Was trying to say, yep, I know what you mean. Listen, in the summers, guys, my electric bill is easily over $300. I hate it. Easily, easily. Because it gets so humid, you have to turn it on. Excuse me. And at night, you don't want to sleep. You can't really sleep. Well, I can't really sleep when it's super, super sweltering hot. And it's so weird because I sleep with a blanket on. I don't care how hot it is, I have to have it. But then when it gets too hot, then it's like miserable. So I want to be able to control my heat temps at night. So the AC is on. Plus, Mr. Pescatarian is a hot box. He is an actual hot box. He's always hot. He'll come in from work and be like, aren't you hot? No. So the temp, he'll take it down. So Gardening is Great said, my sleep pattern is sometimes off. I wake up at 9 most of the time and I go to sleep early. I'm an early bird. Yeah, I used to be in bed 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock every night. Now I would not always be asleep, but I would be in bed. So I would go to sleep about 9:30. Now I find that I'm up a little bit later. Although I do try to get in bed by 9:30 because I'm up early for work. So I understand completely. Darthex says, I tried winter sewing, everything bolted. Hee, Mike. 46 tonight. Wow. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. She says, hi, everyone. In the bushes eating messy nachos. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Really, really good. Hey, Rob in the garden. Guys, how you doing, Rob? Say hello to the family and those beautiful children of yours. This man has the most well-behaved children. They are so well-behaved. And I work with children every day. So I can tell you honestly, no flattery, those children are very well trained, very sweet, and well trained. Oh man, Mama Shirley said rain all week. Mike said normally May is in the 60s. Now it's freezing to the oven, but we still get sneak frost like a day between. Okay. It's crazy. Everybody speaking to Rob and my Renaissance grandma, who collabs with Tampa as well. They have a good collaboration. Everyone is speaking. Gardening is great. It's rough when our sleep pattern gets messed up. The time change is always tough. Oh, yeah. I did a whole live about the time change, and it's just crazy. It's really crazy how it can affect your body. So Mama Shirley said, Rob in the garden, hey. Same. I'm delicate. Okay. So she says, yes, it's rough yeah, it really is most of the time. We knew what you meant. Autocorrect. Yes, please, por favor, could you hit that like button, everybody? I appreciate it. I'm hurting with all this rain, but I stay busy not to focus on it. I'm staying active. That's good. And I think it's good too because you don't want to get stiff. You don't want to, get so stiff that when you do go to move, it's very uncomfortable. And we know that it is challenging having a knee replacement, but keep at it. I mean, watching your videos, everyone who's watching your videos knows, Mom, that you are doing something. You're just not sitting down doing nothing. So Darthex said, we've heard of the Cookie Monster, yum, 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 from Sesame Street. My dad is the same way with nachos. Nice. There are these chips that I try not to purchase because I will surely eat a large portion of the bag. They're called Santitas, Santitas, Santitas. They are so good. Like, I don't even have to put anything on them. But my favorite thing to put on them is spinach dip. But man, I got to be careful because I'll just eat and eat and eat and eat. So I understand what you're saying. I know if I plant now, I'm risking it, but the heat seduces me to plant. Exactly. Hey, Happy Mike, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Mac, excuse me. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know what you mean, Mike. It's hard. It's hard. It's hot. It's warm. You just naturally want to be up there and go ahead on and do with those seedlings. Hey, girl, dad, cooking up deliciousness. Happy to see you here. I have missed you, so thank you for coming. I forgot was single, but I had nachos Saturday. Okay. So Happy Max says Santitas are those the extra thing. Yep, the extra thin, crispy ones. Kind of, they're round, but they are thin. Yeah, they are so good. So good. So speaking of gardening, I went to Lowe's this weekend, and I like to go very early in the morning. And man, did I load up. They were selling tons of their things for $1. Clearance. And some things were really nice. So they had the $1, the $2, and the $5. I mean, it was a ton of stuff. So I was able to go, and I was basically not going there to buy anything. I was simply going to pick up soil. I wasn't planning to buy any plants, any trees, nothing like that. But when I saw that they were rolling out the carts and had the clearance sign, I was like, well, let me check it out. So I did pick up a few things. All I picked up was flowers. I'm trying to bring more flowers or have more flowers because, flowers help with multiple things. One, it brings in pollinators. And two, some flowers are edible. And three, some flowers help with pests. So I was buying a lot that I saw. Then I had the nerve to leave my side of town and go on the other side of town and see if the Lowe's over there was doing the same thing. And they were. So I got a few more. So even though a lot of my flowers that I planted back in March didn't survive when I went on vacation, I've got a nice amount of flowers. So that's good. That's good. Oh, Happy Max said, yes, those are good. They are. They really are. So Natural Yard said, I planted pumpkin seeds and pepper seeds early. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. They started growing within 10 days now. The weather is not suitable for them. No, it's not. And as I was going through my seed collection, I picked up some pumpkins and pumpkin seeds. And I was like, man, I always wanted to have a lot of pumpkins that I was growing. And I kept saying, I have to remember, don't wait until November to start thinking about the pumpkins. I need to start like August, September. So it's funny that you mentioned that you planted the pumpkin seeds because I kept telling myself, don't do it. It's too hot. You gotta wait. So gardening has taught me patience, and it continues to teach me patience. So I'm mindful of planting things during the appropriate time. So that's something to keep in mind. But while I was at Lowe's and I was looking, I got so many of these. They're succulents. And they are, you see how nice they look? They look fine. So what I did was I took all the succulents I could find that had broken off. I'm sticking them in soil. And I talked to the lady that was there, and she was like, I'm so glad you are picking them up because all they do is once things are sold, they'll move off one cart to another cart to keep it full. In that cart, they just sweep it out and put it in the trash. And so she says she has enough of succulents. So she was happy to see that I was collecting the little succulents. So we'll see what happens. I've never done it before, but I learned from someone else's videos, YouTube University, y'all, that if you pick these up, you can just stick them in dirt and they will start to grow. So hopefully I'll have a nice bowl of succulents. That's the goal, to have a nice bowl of succulents. So we'll see how that goes. If anybody has grown succulents, let me know. So Mike said Walmart has good generic tortilla chips. The canitas is so light and crispy you can eat plain. Yep, restaurant style better for loaded nachos. Exactly. I agree. Because sometimes I make a meal of just nachos and I might have like a little bit of cheese on there with some other things, other vegetables like corn and black beans, very little sour cream. I don't like a whole bunch of sour cream, and just make a meal of it. And so I lay the chips out, and I'll drain the black beans, season them, put them on top. Then I'll add some corn. Sometimes I add some small tomatoes to kind of make them a little roasted. I might just go ahead and in a pan get some onions, pepper, and garlic and roast the tomatoes. Sometimes I will add mushrooms, slice up the mushrooms, dice them nice, and just, kind of stir fry it really quick. Put it over the corn and the black beans on top of the chips. Of course, make sure that juice is not on there. I don't like soggy chips. Put it in the oven. Just a little bit of cheese, and boom, you got a nice meal right there. And that would be good for someone's Meatless Monday if you wanted to switch it up. So people are speaking. Someone said, "What's for supper, girl, dad?" Yes, do tell. What's for supper? This man is always cooking up something good. What's up, my sister M&T living it? Girl, we gotta talk. I haven't talked. I gotta talk and see how you doing. She is saying hello to everybody. So that's wonderful. Ooh, Orange Box Store has potting soil too. Yep. So did the Blue Box Store. I loaded up. You bought 10. I bought 6. Yeah. So I racked up. Sunflowers can be delicious. Just pick them early. Oh, yeah. I saw a recipe where the guy took the whole head of the sunflower and he seasoned it, after cleaning and everything, seasoned it really well and baked it. And then he just sliced it off and ate like that. I said, I'm going to have to try that. I really am. That was a good haul. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I should have done a video at Mark's. They have starts and flowers. You should have. Content. Okay, you ready, guys? Girl Dad said lemon pepper, barbecue baked chicken. Now I know Mr. Pescatarian would love that because he loves lemon pepper and he loves chicken. He says he's got rice, mixed veggies with a salad. Sounds like a meal to me. Minus the chicken, everything sounds good. Okay. So Happy Mac said, Mike, yes, I was evil and hadn't filled the fetus yet and saw one out there. It made me hurry. Oh, I'm excited because I've rarely seen one. I know that's right. So what it is this. He said, I just saw a hummingbird on my security camera. Wow. I want to plant. I started looking at different plants and what's attracted to them. And so in my garden, and I'm gonna have to do a tour for you guys soon. It's gonna be a premiere, maybe the end of May. Maybe that's when I'll do it. But I have an herb garden, a dedicated herb bed, only herbs. But then I thought a butterfly garden and then a hummingbird garden. So there are certain things that you can plant to attract butterflies. We know that. But I just learned there are a host of things that you can plant to attract hummingbirds. So I'm really seriously thinking about doing that, planning for that. So mindful. We already did that. He's excited. Okay, so Gardening is Great said we purchased a teeny tiny aloe vera plant. It is huge. We are constantly Report. Oh, wow. I purchased a stand-up cactus, very small. I just repotted into a big pot. Orange, big box store. Good for you. So my aloe vera that I have in the house is doing fine. But my aloe vera outside, I did not do anything when it got very, very cold and icy and snow. But it looks like it is trying to come back. So I'm gonna let it do what it wants to do. I still have the one for in the house. What I did was I took pieces from the one outside and brought some of it inside. So I always gotta have aloe vera. I was reaching over a pot, very silly, to get to the pot behind it, and the steam burned me right here. But you see, I have no scar, nothing, not tender, anything. This was about a week ago. I took a piece of the aloe vera, rub, took some a cool one of those things that you put in your lunchbox to keep things cold, little ice pack, and I put that on there, and it was fine in a matter of hours. So aloe vera is a wonderful thing to keep on hand. So Mike says this one had color. One I saw was brown. Okay, nice. So Rob said I grew a few succulents. One is the leaf of life. The other, I don't know that name. Yeah, I don't know the names of these, but like I said, I've got about 10, maybe 10 or 11 pieces, different sizes. Some are more than just one leaf. It's like a little stem with shoots on each side. So we'll see. But I think succulents are very pretty. I love the way they look. So Darthex said I got organic portobello mushrooms. Mark that. Wow. For $1 this morning to make burgers for dinner. Oh, see, that's right down my alley. I love mushrooms. I love shrooms. That's what I call them, shrooms. My little nickname, shrooms. Natural Yard said, yes, I want to see a tour of your garden. Okay. I did a premiere months ago, so many months ago. I believe it was sometime last year. But yes, I will definitely do that. In the premiere, I will also show you the chickens because I think that's just amazing to see these chickens, my little girls. I've killed so many succulents, cacti, aloe, etc. No, Mike. I want huge sunflowers. Who have sunflower seeds? Put it out there. He put it out there, y'all. Who has sunflower seeds? Hook up with Rob in the Garden. Rob, is your email on your About page? If it is, guys, check it out. And whoever's got seeds, send it to him. So happy Max Ho, M&T Living. It's been so long. I hope you're very well. Nice. Yeah. The teeny tiny cactus is about 4 feet now. Whoa. 4 feet. That is great. That's great. Mama Shirley said I could tell all the plants for hummingbirds because I planted them. Good for you. You good with knowing stuff. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I had a company gift me milkweed seeds for my school, for my homeschool program, because they were trying to encourage children to be in the garden. And I was so pleased that they reached out to me and they gifted me the milkweed seeds. And so I love it. So now what we do is, well, in the past when we've had it growing, I try to help the children identify the butterfly. We're outside, we see it, they're learning. Don't touch it, stand back, observe it, see what they're doing. Where are they going? Now we come back in, art project, draw what you saw. Okay, butterfly. What else? What else did you see? What did the butterfly do? Why did he do that? Just trying to educate them as much as possible. But this year we are taking it to a whole nother level, even more in their garden, their mind, because the school does have their own garden as well. She said, doing good in you. So aloe vera plants die on me. Any tips? Like repot in new soil? Darthex, the only thing I do is I give them water, but I give them very little water. And I just use regular potting mix. I don't do anything special. I don't know. Maybe I'm fortunate or not, but I used to give them more water. And then I realized that was not helping. They would get mushy. So I don't give them a lot of water, just very little. So that might help. That might help. Speaking of which, do you guys think dragon fruit is a type of succulent? Because I was thinking that when you asked that, I was just thinking about that. Because I killed my dragon fruit, I overwatered it. And I learned too late that it just does not like a lot of water. So maybe that could be it. So Happy Max said, Rob in the garden needs some the Russian mammoth sunflower seeds. Let me see something, Rob. Let me go to the rare seeds. Let's see, mammoth. Let's see if they have any sunflower seeds. Okay. Yes, they do. On rare seeds, they have the sunflower Mongolian giant. And let me see what that says. It says 90 to 100 days to mature, 8 to 12 hours of full sun. They sprout in about 7 to 14 days. Ideal temperature 65 to 75 degrees. It says a behemoth sunflower variety with heads that are 12 to 18 inches across, sitting atop 14-foot tall stalks. Huge, highly nutritious seeds are 1 inch long, more than twice the average sunflower seed size. Perfect for snacking or feeding the birds. And so you get a pack of 15 seeds for $3. All right, let me go back, because they had another one. It's called the Titan. Looks pretty big. That one is, it says these massive record-setting flower heads have reached a fantastic 24 inches across in some areas. One of the largest sunflowers you can grow. It also produces lots of really big seeds, fun for kids and adults. Wow. This thing is huge. So, let me go back over here. Okay, so I just looked it up. Rare Seeds has them $3, $3.50. So hopefully you can get some if no one has anything to give. But wait a while, because this is a very generous community and people are always sending seeds and gifts. So yeah. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? How are you? You are speaking. Natural Yard said, Leaf of Life is great. Used to make tea in Jamaica. Can also just eat. Listen, I love anything I can make a good tea with. I have some ginger tea steeping right on the counter. So after my live, that's what I'll be sipping on, my ginger tea. And yes, it is from ginger that I grew. Just saying. I'm happy about that. I'm proud of that. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? She says hello and chat. PIA, listen from the garden, nice outside, so I'm out here. I don't blame you. When you get time to work in that garden, it's like you got to seize the opportunity because, man, we are busy people. And so, listen, when you get a chance, I hear you. If y'all have not checked out her last video, oh my goodness, I just love creative people. And I don't consider myself an extremely creative person. My creativity comes when I'm trying to save money and when I'm trying to teach the children in my program. But they say that when someone copies you, it is a form of flattery. They're actually saying without saying it that they think what you did is good. So good that now they're going to do it. I do it. I do that. Sometimes I take snips of things that people do. So I love watching her. I love watching Crafty. I love watching Unbiased Queen. I love it. So check out her last video. She made a gift, and it's really nice, really really nice. I don't want to spoil it. Go. I want to prompt you to go over there and check it out. Also, too, PIA, I found out what the young lady's color is, purple. So I'm gonna email you, and we can get on that, or whenever you can squeeze me in and make me another Koofy cat for this young lady, because I really want her to have it. Everybody is speaking. So Miss Shirley said you can overwater aloe, use cactus soil, water only once a month. Okay, so there you have it. So I was right. Too much water. Now, that is funny. Lowe's sells the cactus soil. So I actually bought some. I don't know why I didn't think of that. The reason why I end up buying it is because usually I pass it by, I don't even think. It was marked down 50% off. And I said, wait, this bag is not even really broke. It's just a little bit over here. I just threw it in the cart and was like, hey, I'll find a use. And little did I know, my succulents. So yes, I don't know why I didn't think to tell you that. So thanks, Ma, for sharing that. So see that right there, community thing. We all learn from each other. Ooh, Cheryl says I have a lot of sunflower seeds. So Robin the Garden, get with Cheryl. Yes, my email is on my about page. Excellent, excellent. So Cheryl, you got it. Look on his about page, and y'all can work something out so he can get those seeds. Milkweed is my favorite flower scent. Ooh, it smells so good. So good. So that's another thing. We love the garden. We want it to look pretty, but also smell pretty. I love walking through the garden and you got honeysuckles. You smell the lemon. You smell the tomatoes. You smell the basil, the milkweed. I love that. Like, to me, that is just what it's supposed to be like. So water your succulents about once a month. It depends on how dry the soil is. Sometimes twice a month. Find a half sunny window. Ignore it. It grows. I only use cactus soil. Okay. Okay. So these are the takeaways. Use cactus soil. Do not overwater it. Once or twice a month. Check to see how dry the soil is. Find a window that gives a little bit of sun, not full sun, and leave it alone, and it'll grow. Thank you. Class over. We're always learning, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hey, Nikki. She says, hey to a pescatarian and all watching from the bushes. Yes. Now, glad you're on. So I mentioned that Miss Shirley will be on Tampa's live tonight at 9. But guys, at 7 o'clock, the OCD is Chick will have a live with the chat. So go and support as always and enjoy yourself, because good times over there. Really good times. Just fun. I was last week on Wind Down Wednesday with Nikki and Stacy, and I was playing Family Feud. Had a great time. I didn't win, but I didn't lose miserably. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Lost by 12 points, so I'm not disappointed. I'm really not. I had fun, but of course they don't play that on the chat, but there's other things that they do on the chat, and it is fun. It is a lot of fun. So, every week I pick a movie and we talk about it. And PIA says hello to anybody she missed. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, every week I pick a movie. Sometimes the movie deals with gardening. Sometimes it doesn't. This week, it does have this movie has a very interesting element that has to do with gardening. And I know a lot about movies, but I watch movies and I watch them over and over and over again. And according to the stage I am in my life, I extract different things. Different things stick out at different times. And so there was something that really stuck out. So before I tell you the movie, let me just read this comment. Darthex said he got cactus soil recently, So he'll try it. Only water once a month. I think it was bad, not draining soil. Citrus plants were in bad, non-draining soil as well. Ooh, that's not good. Hey, Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. Good to see you. Let me just quickly run through this chat because I do want to speak to everybody. First successful gardening thing I grew was I found 25-year-old sunflower seeds in my garage left by previous owners. It grew 15 feet tall. Sunflower stem was basketball bat thick. Wow. Baseball bat thick. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So, guys, listen, I'm glad you said that because sometimes we think a seed is too old. No, it's not. If it is preserved properly, and by preserved, I mean maybe you don't need to do anything except keep it dry. But this is a classic example. Sometimes they say, "Oh, this seed expires. That seed expires." You might be able to still get it to germinate. So thank you so much for sharing that. Mike said squirrels cut down head, ate the seeds. I know they had a fantastic time. Good for them. Good for them. That was back when I was at war with them. But then they became your buddies. Okay, so Rob in the garden, she said check your email. She want to see if you got it. So please do that. Please do that. Only speaking the truth. Hey, F. Smith Welch. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. She's speaking to everybody. All right, I'm trying to hurry up, guys, because it's a great movie I selected. Right, Mike. I saw a squirrel atop my neighbor's sunflower. Took it, bended it down to the ground, ate like it was a snack. I watched it from my kitchen window. Happened so fast. The chat is off. They are. I'm telling you. Oh, she said it came back to her. Excuse me, guys. Now I know to grab the sunflower before squirrels. Yep. They'll grab ripe stuff. That's right. They know when it's ripe before us. Thanks, Nikki. I tried. It was fun. It really was. A squirrel, too many sunflower heads by spinning it till it popped off. Oh, wow. So they know not only when it's ripe, but how to get it. I want to roast them, sprinkle barbecue season on them. I know it would be delicious. Mike, they could have been Russian mammoth sunflowers. Could they have been? Maybe. We don't know. Thank you, please. Yes. Okay, so thanks, Mama. So Cheryl says she resent it, and Rob said, got the email. So listen, I feel good that on my live, 2 people connected, and someone was able to give someone something that they needed. So see, speaking of seed swapping, this is it right here. So I'm at the bottom of the chat. Whoop, whoop. Now, the movie I selected is a movie starring Cary Grant and Myrna Loy. And I will have to say this. Cary Grant is that debonair character. Love him as an actor. Myrna Loy, to me, is like such a good wife. Whenever she usually plays the wife to William Powell, but she actually plays the wife to Cary Grant. And the movie is Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House. Such a good movie. It is a comedy. It is from 1948. And, you know, I said it relates to gardening. And I was thinking how many of us, some people maybe live in an apartment, they may balcony garden, they may have a little spot in the community garden, they may garden in their backyard. And some people say, well, I want to expand. I want to become a real gardener and garden and have a garden that's huge, and I want to be as self-sufficient as possible. Beautiful. So what do? You start planning for it. You start trying to put things in motion. Maybe you don't own a home. So now you're thinking, okay, let's get this together, whatever we need to do to purchase a home. You're looking for a home with the idea of how would this be for with the garden? Could I put trees? Maybe you already own a home. Maybe you have a nice amount of space, but you'd like to expand and make it even larger. Maybe get some acres. Well, Mr. Blandings is a New York executive, advertising executive. And it's funny, makes at that in the movie, he makes $15,000 a year. But I looked it up, and based upon the economy in 2024, that 15,000 would be equivalent to $193,000. So decent. He lives in a cramped, what they consider cramped, New York apartment. He is married to Myrna Loy, and they have two beautiful daughters. And it's so funny because they go back and forth with moving and wanting to get out. Finally, he decides they're gonna do it. He starts looking. They end up in Connecticut, and the house, guys, it's not a good house. He went ahead and he purchased the house. Now, nowadays, you have to go through so much. You got to get this inspection, that inspection. And so, obviously, that was not done. But again, it is a comedy. And so he has people come and they look, tear it down. Myrna Loy says, "Don't worry, honey. We'll get our own person to come out and see." He comes out, tear it down. Everybody says, tear it down, tear it down. Finally, someone says, well, you can tear it down and you can rebuild, or you can keep it and you can just try to fix it. Long story made short, he does all of that. And what happens? He ends up spending a ton of money. But one funny thing in the movie reminded me of gardening. So he's spending a lot of money, and they are going through the list. His accountant is going through the list, and he asks him, "What did you do that cost an extra $1,247? Did you make any changes? Because it says something about a closet." So then his wife is like, "Oh, Well, what happened is she saw these 4 nice stone flagstones. And so she happened to say to the guy that's building their house, "You know what? I would like a little area that I could have, just so when I bring in my flowers and I cut flowers, that it won't be very messy. So I like the flagstone because, it could get wet and it would still be okay." So essentially, she wants a room where she can bring in her flowers that she grows and cut them so she can put them in vases around her home. And she saw these little these pieces of what they were using in other area of the house and said, "Hey, do this for me." The man says, "Okay." So she thinks everything is fine. Well, it is fine, but he had to remove this, change that, alter this, alter that in order to give her this room. So I was thinking, wow, that must have been something back then to have a room just to cut fresh flowers. And I thought maybe that's equivalent to what people have now. Maybe not necessarily a greenhouse, but a lean-to. So you could have a greenhouse that is a lean-to. The lean-to you could get to from inside your house. And I had thought about that. I had thought if I switched rooms with Mr. Pescatarian and if we switched our diva den and man cave, that I could take a window, or not me, but someone take a window, make it a door, put a lean-to, and then I could walk in there from the house. But I decided against that. However, I just thought it was amazing in that movie that she actually wanted a room just to cut fresh flowers. It just seems like so much to cut fresh flowers. But great movie. I loved it. Go check it out if you haven't. So let me get back to the chat. I got both emails. We'll text back soon. Amazing. So good. So good. So Mike says, probably dark. Back then, I just saw a sunflower on the pack. I didn't know nothing about gardening then. I understand. Sylvia says, I have the sunflower planted in the middle of my garden so I can watch them. Good for you. Good for you. So Dart said, my dad loves that movie. It's from the same year he was born. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. If I was rich, I'd have a few indoor atriums, one tropical and one temperature conditions, other hydroponic. Let me tell you something. I agree with you. If if I were well off, or if I were not well off but could manage it, I would have a room added on to my home, like you said, and have an indoor atrium and have a nice skylight and lots of just room to plant and grow. And you leave your home, but you're in your home and you walk in there and you're in like this tropical paradise. Amazing. Amazing. So Mama Shirley said, I've seen most of all the movies you talk about. I was a movie buff. Yeah, that's true. It seemed like every movie I say, you basically know it, have seen it, and add input to it. So yes. Well, y'all know I'm a movie buff. I tell you that all the time. Yeah, I like that movie. I'm glad. Really good movie. So I always try to figure out where you can see it. And you can either buy it or rent it on YouTube. You can rent it from YouTube. Normally it's $3.99, but it's on sale now for $3.79. So you save 20 cents. Hey, a penny saved is a penny earned. So if you want to buy it though, it's $9.99. So it's up to you. Sounds like the movie Money Pit. You know what? I was trying in my research to see if the Money Pit was based on that movie. I couldn't find it. Like I was looking on IMDb, but I couldn't find it. But I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what I was thinking. Sound just like the Money Pit. Yes, please hit that like button. People are speaking, reinforced floor, etc. Yep, exactly. I'm telling you, it would be really, really nice. Rich people always build sunrooms. Yeah, right? My girlfriend turned her sunroof into a greenhouse to walk off her kitchen. Oh my goodness. That must be beautiful. That must really be beautiful. Sunflowers are creepy. They move like they're alive. Track the sun. Yeah. And can you imagine at night if you did that? Went out there and you saw it swaying or moving because of the wind, and then this big head. Hey, so Mike, the sunflowers are watching you. Funny. I have a sunflower plant. I thought the squirrels got the best of it, but more is popping up underneath. Good. That's so good. So good. I'm so happy for you. My wife was freaked out by it. I could imagine. Dar said, I bet my dad has it on DVD. Listen, y'all know I got tons of DVDs, tons of them. It's so funny because my dad, that's who I get this from. He has easily, I would say maybe easily 2,000 movies, but he is so organized with it. So in his house, he has a wall-to-wall casing of all his movies. They are in genre, and in each genre, they are in alphabetical order. One thing I learned a long time ago, he don't mind you watching the movies, but you had better put your movie back in the case and you better put it back where you got it from. That's all I'm saying. But he has a ton of movies. I have about 500, not as much as Dad, but I would love to get another case. And so I was looking at the movies I had, just going through them and thinking, man, I need to invest in another case because I got some in there just on the side. I just don't have enough room. So got to make more room. I want to see them at sunrise. Do their head snap back from west to east suddenly? Now I'm going to have to research. Listen, research and then share with us because we want to know. Absolutely, absolutely want to know. So Mike said they turn pretty fast. Look down night and up to the sun at day. Wow. Not the head snap back. I know, right? Sunflower. Could you imagine? I have some growing, but they are not big. They're small. Hopefully they'll take off. So Quinny said I need to get my DVDs organized like that. I do too. Mine are not as organized as my dad's, but they are in genre. Like I have suspense. I have all of my Alfred Hitchcock together. I have all of my leading actors together like that. So yeah. So Mike says, hey to Quinny. So yeah, so this is the movie. Great movie. Really, really good movie. And they make the children very smart. There's another interesting thing in the movie. I told you that he was an advertisement executive. Well, because of the house, he gets very stressed and whatnot. And he's trying to, of course, keep up with work, but he's not doing a good job of it. What happens is he has not come up with a slogan for the client and he's under pressure. Well, his maid is Miss Louise Beavers with her wonderful self. I mean, I could talk about her for hours. She's a wonderful actress. So Louise Beavers is his maid, and she's calling the kids to dinner, and she simply says, the client is Wham Ham. So she simply says, let me get it right. Where did I write it down? Oh no. I'm gonna get it, y'all, because you know I got my notes. Well, I can't find it. I got so many notes here. But she simply says to the little girl, I guess she's asking what's for dinner. And she says, ham. And she says, not ham, baby. Wham. If you're not having wham, you're not having ham. He clicks. That's the slogan I need. So he looks at his wife and says, give her a $10 raise each week. So the discussion on some forums was, how cheap was that? Just $10 extra a week? Remember, $10 back then went a long way than it does now. And I'm sure if this were real life, any maid that was given a $10 raise per week back in the 50s would have been grateful. So he could have said, hey, that's the maid. I'm taking it and that's that. So that was another interesting point. So let me get back to the chat and see what people are saying. Happy Mac said, head snap back with crunchy bone sounds. I'm broken. So many horror movies. Wouldn't that be something? That would be a B movie. All the well, okay. There's movies like Day of the Triffids, which is where the trees and the plants and revolt. Could you imagine a little horror movie of the sunflowers revolting? Just a silly little thought. Anyway, that's why they named sunflowers. They look all day at the sun. Everybody say, oh, Mama Shirley said, hey, baby, to Quanny. How sunflowers are scary. Yeah, right? So imagine this. Rob, you may grow those sunflowers and they'll end up being taller than your girls. Everybody saying hi to Queenie. I wonder if sunflowers can be tricked to look at a certain direction besides sunrise with artificial light? Now that's a good question. Somebody out there tried and let us know. Hey, Granny Shirley. So Cheryl says, do family members borrow your DVDs without asking or bring them back asking for a friend? So let me tell you what happened. I don't lend my DVDs out anymore. I had a DVD, The Imitation of Life, and someone was talking about it. And she's, hey, baby, Mr. Pescatarian just walked in. You tired? Yeah, he's tired. So I was talking about it because I am an enthusiast when it comes to my movies. And I talked about the first version and then the second version. And I mentioned that I have both movies. And she said, oh, can I please borrow them? I promise I'll take care of them. Da, da, da. I said, yes. I let her borrow them. I'm going to get it back to you as soon as possible. I never got my movies back. And I was very upset. I asked and I didn't get to it. I asked, so I'm gonna bring it. I just keep forgetting. I never got my movies. It was not a family member. Eventually, I moved away, so I never got my movies. Of course, I have since replaced them. So I don't lend my movies out. Call me stingy, overprotective, but I just don't. I just don't. So Mike says, but that's a good question. When my wife would leave for work, they face the house. When we get home, face the garage. Like they were watching her coming and going. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I guess that would creep you out a little bit. I grew daffodils in containers in my front yard. I turned the containers to face each other in the morning to look like they were talking and gossiping. That's funny. That is funny. I tell you, that would freak me out too. Oh yeah, it definitely would. Yes, I love that movie. I love old horror movies. I like suspenseful movies. Not your Freddy Krueger movies, no. But I like suspenseful movies where you're like on the edge of your seat, like, oh my gosh, who did it? What's gonna happen? Love it, love it, love it. So he says, shooting sharp seeds at you. Okay, right? Chew, chew, chew. Because the seeds are pointy when you think about it. The sunflower seeds are pointy. So hey, I was wanting to watch the Triffitt movie this week. Thanks for the reminder. I love Day of the Triffids. Babe, they saying hi. He's saying hi, y'all. My sister and I, my older sister and I, would love watching that movie. So we shared a bedroom together, and we'd love to watch it. We didn't have DVDs back then, but when they would play it on TV, we would make little snacks, sit there with our blankets, eat our snacks, and watch the movie. So good movie. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you really enjoy it. So there he is. He said, hey, everyone. Love it. Yeah, so I really do enjoy a good movie. I always tell you that at the end of the year, I go ahead and binge watch and make all the good stuff I like to eat. And boom, that's how I spend the last day of the year and the first day of the year, watching good movies and eating good food. So, good people, I want to say thank you once again for sticking and hanging out with me. I appreciate and love you all. It's been a wonderful live for me. I am going to do, I think, 2 lives midday talking about herbs. So look for that. They're gonna just be pop-ups. I'm not even scheduling it. I just know 2 days this week I'm gonna do it. So if you don't see me on YouTube, you can catch me on Facebook at the Pescatarian Gardener. So either way. So I am Gardening is Great says if you ever borrow it out, double check to make sure the CD is if you ever borrow it out, double check to make sure the CD is inside the case. You have some people try to be slick. I don't lend out movies. I don't blame you. Listen, my movies cost money. They're what I enjoy. They're what I like. They're what I love. So I'm very particular. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. In any event, I just want to thank everybody who came. Thank you, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Happy Mac, PIA. Thank you. Darth X, cooking up deliciousness. Girl Dad, appreciate you. Cheryl, I appreciate you so much for getting with Rob in the Garden. I appreciate that. That is wonderful. Rob in the Garden, thank you for coming. Tell your beautiful wife I said hello, and tell the children Miss Quinny said hi. Happy Mac, thank you. Mama Shirley, thank you for coming. Gardening is great. Thank you for coming. I'm trying to remember everybody. Quinny H, thank you for coming. Woo, Cheryl, Sylvia, Garden Adventure. Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. Nikki, I know she's not here. She went over to her channel. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody, thank you for coming. Let's see. Who else? Everybody, I'm so sorry if I forgot your name. Please forgive me. F. Smith Welch, thank you for coming. PIA, thank you for coming. Everybody, thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening. And remember, whatever you do, you enjoy it. Go, Salo.